So at the moment, I mean, some recent publicity was something like 92% of the British public are unaware of how much is going on in this space already, and a million miles by the Google car, and people don't know that there's already cars being tested in the UK. And then I think there was another fact that talked about 50% of people wouldn't be happy getting into one, wouldn't trust it. Well, I guess if 92% don't know what's happening, it's not surprising 50% wouldn't feel safe. And why is that? Because they're getting trains without drivers, they just don't realise. They're getting aeroplanes without drivers, they don't realise. But they're sort of thinking, oh, will you get in this car before you've ever seen it? And of course, the industry's going to have to win their trust, isn't it? Yeah. But I think it's obvious what people are saying, and actually the proof is just to facilitate it happening as soon as possible.
That's right. It is a lack of awareness, isn't it? And naturally, you don't trust things that you don't necessarily feel familiar with or understand. I think one of the key factors there is a recognition, perhaps, that at the moment something like 90 to 95% of accidents on UK roads overall involve some form of driver error, whether that's going too fast, whether that's just making a judgment error, whatever it might be. That many accidents now have some form of error involved. That in itself, when you start to think about what a driverless and then autonomous system could do for us, gets very, very interesting and exciting, because obviously we're never going to get rid of every accident. It's simply not possible, because there will be impossible situations where, no matter how fast the system is able to think, and no matter how it compares with our own level of thinking and speed of thinking, there will still be some accidents. But we could reduce that enormously. Even if we got rid of, half of those accidents, the saving to the UK economy is billions. And obviously the actual, the saving in terms of injuries and human life and so on is obviously incredibly significant. So there is a big piece of this where we need to start to think about how we're going to change our behaviours and how we're going to get more used to these things in order to start to trust the way that could actually work for us.